Welcome back to another video of 506 Garage. Tonight, Mike got a little crazy and decided to cut apart his 2021 KRX Limited. He said the cage is too high. So, he's working in the back there, you can see, tacking it up. Took 2 inches off the front and 5 inches out of the back. As you can see, there's some pieces cut here. So I'll let him walk you through where he made his cuts. I was actually out of the garage at the time, but gives it quite a bit better profile. Hey guys, so we welded it up. Welded the front pieces. We're just tacking the back, the part that ties into the back of the bike. So we took 2 inches out. The part that unbolts to your actual bike itself has like a collar that goes up inside. So if you cut the original weld clean, don't go into the collar itself, but just cut it clean and then pull this bottom piece off. Then you can cut your 2 inches out of your front on both sides. As you can see, did a quick weld. We'll clean those up a little bit later. And then in the back, like your OEM mounting position, we cut 5 inches out of there, and then what we did, bolted your mounts back in place, set the cage back down, and just tacked around, and then lifted it back off. One thing you'll note on this when you're doing it, you probably want a buddy, because you're going to be lifting the cage off and on quite a few times, because you want to bolt it together, or at least put bolts in it so they line up with all the bolt holes, and then do your tacking on the bike, pull the thing back off, whatnot. So on the back here, not saying you have to do it, but we did it on this bike as we just swapped the sides of your rear cages to give us a profile for the whips, just easier to get at. It worked out good for us. We cut a couple inches off and had to angle, do a little different angle on here, but so focus on the front part of the cage first, bolt that back in place, and then work on your back arms and cut and trim as you go, and get them to fit. But for the most part, there's no, like, you don't have to bend any of the cage, rebend any of it or anything like that. The only thing that we'll have to work on here next is there's a Y piece, as you guys know, behind your head on the bike, which comes down here and bolts to the back of the frame, which I'll show you. So we're either gonna cut the bracket and offset it and tie it into the cage a little differently, or we might get a piece bent and tied in that way. Other than that, it's all tacked up. We'll respray it just so it's all black again once we clean the welds up again, grind any high spots off and all that good stuff, and then bolt it back into place. And the last thing you'll have to do before you're ready to go back on the trail is just your seatbelt mounting brackets. Because you took 5 inches out of the height of it, that bracket's actually going to sit low on the bike, so you're going to want to cut that and bring it up closer to where the bolted section is over here. Just for the reason, you don't want the seatbelt sitting down too low around your neck. It won't be in the proper location if you do go to put the bike on a side or roll, which hopefully doesn't happen. But anyways, we'll get this welded up. We'll set it back on the bike. They look a little funny without the roll cage on them, but we'll get it set back on the bike and see what it looks like, finished product. Hey guys, we're back. We got it all welded up. As you can see, colors get changed as well. A little wrap. So yeah, got it welded in place. So like I said, we swapped the sides to side on this, trimmed them from the bottom a little bit, and also flipped this around the other way. So we'll bolt it up and just touched it up with paint. For this section here, these side pieces, it's hard to get an angle, but the ones that go behind your head and go to the side, what we did, we actually cut here, bent the bracket a little bit, turned this, cut a piece out of it, and then cut this short piece and put 245s on the pipe so they matched, and then welded them together. We might change this up down the road and actually put a harness bar across and then put a bent piece here, but this will get us going for the weekend. that's the overall look after it's chopped. Like I said, 2 in the front, 5 in the back. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. You know where the subscribe button is, like button. Keep watching.